I'm getting out. All right, and we are too. We gotta get out of here quick. Look, Link's just like, I'm sorry. Like a puppy that knows that they shouldn't have eaten out of the trash. Let teachings of old pass to you. Take sword in hand and find me. Blue-skadoo. Hey guys, it's Adam aka Swimming Bird, and welcome to The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. Last episode, we arrived in the Twilight-cloaked Eldin region and found our lost friends from Ordon hiding out in Kakariko village with a few new characters. But if we want to restore light to this area and get rid of these creepy monsters, we are gonna have to make some shadow bugs cry tears of light. So that's what we're doing today. And while we're breaking into houses all over the village, for a good cause of course, I thought we'd talk about some Zelda news. Danger, do not jump across from here. Hotel accepts no responsibility for accidents, LDN. I'm glad that Link is the only literate wolf in the land. All right. Now, usually on these types of walkthrough videos, I don't talk about news too often. I cover a lot of news for different games, but I kind of like the feeling that these types of videos you could just jump into later and still find them relevant no matter when, you have a good time watching them, hopefully. And I figured, though, this might be a good time to mention Zelda news because Zelda Wii U and now NX has a lot in common with the game we're playing right now, Twilight Princess. And there we go. We got one bug hiding in the stove. No longer. You are out of here, buddy. There we go. But yeah, so Zelda Wii U and NX, big news this week. They delayed both of the versions of it. Well, we learned we're getting an NX one, which is, a lot of people figured that was going to happen because it is kind of like Twilight Princess, coming at the end of one console's life cycle and going into the next. So they're making two versions, but they're not coming out until March when the NX launches, unfortunately. And they also said that mainly the only game they're going to really be showing that's playable at E3 this year will be the new Zelda. So I think they're bringing other stuff. They did mention there's a lot of 3DS stuff coming that hasn't been announced yet. But at the same time, it's a little unfortunate. They're really focusing on Zelda. I think they're just at the point where they want to put a lot of their development time into the new NX games rather than bother with the stuff for the Wii U so much since it's towards the end of its lifespan here. All right, so the little dressers here, there's a dresser that we can knock over and find one of the shadow bugs, but that's a little later in another house. It's kind of weird in all of these Tears of Light segments because a lot of the bugs are just gone. They lessened the number down to 12 from the original 16. So you'll find houses and areas that just won't even have anything in it other than maybe some rupees and enemies. And it's strange, but they're making it a little quicker on players. So, but yeah, I wanted to mention the Zelda stuff because I am excited for the new Zelda. And I don't really mind when Zeldas get delayed because I figure if they need that, or any game, I figure if they need that time to make the game better, then that's cool. I'm a little worried, though. A lot of people were not huge fans of Skyward Sword. I still enjoyed playing it, but I kind of think the long development of that game maybe hurt it a little bit. There were too many hands on it for like a long period of time, making it feel like I think they had the impression that they needed to do their best to make sure that it was as long as possible, and that kind of hurt the game a little bit, in my opinion, even if it had some really good, cool parts and a nice setting and everything. All right, there we go. Let's see if we can get out of here. Midna's gonna help us. Oh wait, if you're done with your errand, let's get out of here. Gonna hop out. Here she goes, right out the roof. Got the one bug that was hiding in there. But yeah, I'm a little worried about the new Zelda turning into another Skyward Sword where it's huge but a little unfocused. We'll have to see, though. I'm excited from what we've seen so far. There hasn't been too much announced from it or shown off, but it looks like it's promising. I think the rest of the bugs are actually... We have to go up onto that hill up there, which there we go. Yeah, I was gonna say, I know there's one more house here at the very least that we can get into. Talk about breaking into stuff. There we go, just shattering their window. We can blame it on the monsters, since it'll seem like we didn't even do any of this. Flammable lanterns strictly prohibited. We don't have a lantern, but we should be able to find something to make this work. I see a bug hiding back there. There it is. All right, we can get this guy. Come here, buddy. Oh, climb right up onto you. There we go. And that's good. Okay, there's still only a few left here, and a few of them are going to be up on Death Mountain. There was one like in the graveyard in the old version, stuff like that, but we don't have to worry about those. All right, and if we head over here, this is the one that I was thinking of. We follow this bug, and he goes right into this house. And this is a little scary. Danger! Keep out, Barnes. That's the guy we met in that cutscene. Didn't really meet him, I guess. We heard him talk about using his bombs against the shadow beasts and them not working. So we know that he is a bomb expert. It's hiding in there. The only thing we can really do here, it seems like, is just kind of light this and like we did before. I love how they kind of play with your expectations, because you're like, oh, I just have to do that again. Nope, the bugs are on fire. Huh? What did you do? Sorry, but as romantic as this is, I'm not gonna stay here with you. I'm getting out. All right, and we are too. We gotta get out of here quick. Look, Link's just like, I'm sorry. Like a puppy that knows that they shouldn't have eaten out of the trash. We're getting out of here, and completely destroyed Barnes's bomb shed, or whatever that was. Probably his storage warehouse. And as a nice little touch, we don't have to take out the bugs. We did take them out, just a little indirectly there. So there we are. I don't suppose there's any nicer way to hunt these things, huh? Well, you had to sacrifice someone's house to find tears of light, but that's how the cookie crumbles, right? Okay, that's 3 more, easy, with a nice flashy way of taking them down. So the other ones, you can see they're not showing up on the mini-map in the corner, because they're actually on Death Mountain. So we're just gonna, I don't really take too much fall damage here, so let's just leap it. Well, no fall damage, all right. I couldn't remember if Link actually gets hurt as a wolf when he falls, probably from a really high height. We're not gonna go into any of the houses though, really, because there's not a point too much unless we wanna get rupees and stuff. But if you're playing the old version, remember there are more Tears of Light in some of the other houses. This is a way that we can't go yet, but I might as well take out these Shadow Bulblin. I was calling them Bokublin in the last episode, but I realized with their bows and arrows, they're actually the Bulblin. So over here should be the path. There it is. So that way goes to Hyrule Field and the thoroughfare back there, but we're headed up to Death Mountain where the Goron live. Goron a little scary in this game. A lot of the races and stuff, I think the Zora are kinda too. They're more realistic and therefore a little creepier in their design. There's a spirit of one that we're gonna meet in a second. Looks like the path's impassable, but I can get you up there if you wanna go. Let's do it. Midna, you're a great help, even though I can't climb as a wolf. She'll help me up here. There we go. And here's a Goron. I don't know if we've seen a look at these guys yet. They're crazy looking. They're either born or they make those tattoos all over themselves.
Why do I have to stand guard? The ladder's destroyed, so it's not like any humans will come up. And what is with the elders? If we have a problem the humans can help us with, we should ask. It is better than suffering for the sake of pride.
So this guy is he's more of a diplomat. We can kind of like roll these rocks, I think. We can't pick them up, but if we need hearts, we can roll them with our wolf head. But yeah, these look like bugs, but they're vermin. There we go. The Gorons, most of them are a little weird with humans right now. There's some strife going on that we'll learn about a little later. And that guy seemed like a peacemaker, like he's thinking about how the humans and the Gorons should get along. Usually Goron are very friendly and nice in most of the games, but this is one of the weird exceptions where something's happening where the Goron are not so happy with the humans. There is something going on over here past these geysers, not just the shadow bug that we're gonna grab a tear from, one of the last few, but this thing. Let's listen. Here we go. Pretty easy pattern there. All right, let's try it. Oh. There we go, first try. Sometimes those can be hard. You just have to hold down the A button and shift the control stick to where it needs to be. The Wailing Stone has revealed that white wolf, the hero's shade, the hero's spirit, whatever you want to call it. We do have to call one more time here. A little easier when they show it to you. Oops, forgot to go all the way up. That might be enough though. Yep, there we go. That's a little forgiving. Seems easier than I remember 10 years ago. That song's familiar. It's from Ocarina. I know it's one of the more known songs. There we go. All right. So we howled with that spirit wolf. Let teachings of old pass to you. Take sword in hand and find me. Blue skadoo. All right, so he's going. We have to go find the hero's shade, though. He's in a spot. I think he'll be in the woods where we were before, but we can't do that until we're Link again. And then, there we go. Yeah, he's back in Ordona near the town, so not too far away. We can go see him later. Well, actually, he's really far away looking at where we are now. But he's in a place that we've been, so it'll be easy to find him. And we can go get a new hidden skill, a sword technique. Whoop, excuse me. Not all of them are sword techniques, though, so I shouldn't say that. There are, I know there's at least one that involves something else. Dodge all these geysers on our way down. No sense or anything here. Link's got no sense at all. We've got the kid scent right now, the youth scent, but we found them, so they're safe. Safe as you can be, hiding out with a bomb expert in a little hut. There's some more shadow beasts. We got 4 this time. This might be a little tougher, but we can take down 2 and then leave the other 2, so it'll make it kind of simpler. I'm gonna try these guys. 1, here we go, and then I'll try to lead this guy over. They've hidden this other dude behind a little maze here almost, so I'm gonna lure him out, and we gotta be quick though, I think, to actually get both of these guys in time. Well, especially when that happens, unfortunately. I'm right over here though, so we'll easily get them. I kind of have to just lure him out a little more, or just make sure they're both in a straight line. Nope, Link keeps hitting his head. I'll take these guys out individually, that'll be easier. Come here, buddy. And then get all 3. Didn't plan that, but that's how it works out. The one was just really hanging me up because he had his own little room. He's a special shadow beast. All right, that's another portal for later if we need to use it. And there is a bugoo around here. Let's see if we can get her. That's where we came from. I want to go this way and try to make our way up. But there's not really a good way for a wolf to get up here unless Midna's willing to help. Hopefully that geyser. All right, we got to wait for that. The geysers will burn you with scalding steam, and even our wolf fur isn't going to protect us from that. Hey, buddy.
Why do I have to stand guard at a dead end at the bottom of a cliff like this? Wait a second. Have they tucked me out of the way because they think I'm useless?
There's a Goron contemplating his worth in the world. Okay, make our way through. And there's some rocks to roll, but I'm not going to worry about that. We don't need to roll any rocks. We got to break these just to get some rupees. Not really. We don't have to. I just wanted to do that. Okay, if we head our way up this little path, Wolf Link's he's a little agile, I guess is the word. He moves a bit faster. It's almost like wearing the bunny hood in Majora's Mask. You got to be careful not to like run off of something if you're moving too quick. Uh-oh, my favorite enemy's back here. I think we're close to maxed out on rupees. Oh, we got 200 more. I forgot. We have the expanded wallet in this version, so I should collect all the rupees I can.
Hot! Another fumarole! And once again, to the worst possible place. I suppose this path is impassable now.
Maybe. Well, there is a bug over here, so I'm not going to worry about going up there quite yet. Oh, see ya! Dodge that guy. He's still going to find me down here, though. They'll find you anywhere, these creepy, warbly-faced birds. Whoa, there we go. I see a bug. Where are you, buddy? I don't want a varmint, I want a shadow bug. There we go. All right. And look out for those rocks, jeez. The sound that they make is kind of funny. They actually do the like, whoa, getting stuck on there. All right, so last shadow bug should be around the corner here. We're full on health. We're good. Oh, wait, we can't go that way. There's a little Goron hot spring sign. This is kind of like a hot spring. We got to jump out of here and go back up. Forgot about that. There we go. Thank you, Midna. We're out, and I need to look out for the Fuma roll. I almost walked right into it. That's what he calls these things. I guess that's the official term. I learned something today that I didn't know that I probably learned a decade ago. So I thought the bug was that way, but I think that's just towards the Goron village. We don't have to go there yet. There is another one here. I was just getting mixed up with the mini-map, but there he is. I see ya. That's the last one. And knock him off the wall and go get him. Come here, buddy. I gotcha. All right, there we go. And I think it'll take us right back to the spirit, and we'll turn back into little Link here, restoring light to the land. There we go. A lot faster, for sure. I am enjoying the changes. The Vessel of Light is full of tears, and light has returned to this area. It feels quicker than the last one, although that didn't take too long either. I think we're just used to it. There we go. Not as much of a big deal because we already got our clothes and everything. I was just starting to have fun. Don't forget that fused shadow. Ee-hee-hee. See you later. Gotta have an ee-hee-hee. each episode. And because we're back into the light, Midna can't ride on our back anymore. I guess it would look a little weird. She'd kind of be like Yoda riding on our back if she still hung out. I think she can't physically be in her normal form, at least right now, in the normal world. And here is Eldin, another creepy light spirit. It's like a owl eagle with a big old beard, I guess. I think, yeah, he looks kind of like a snowy owl. Jeez, crazy mask there.
My name is Eldin. I am one of the light spirits of Hyrule. I am the spirit that guards these lands. O great hero chosen by the gods. How do you like my mask? The dark power you seek lies in the sacred grounds of the proud mountain dwellers. Look at that place, it's crazy, good luck. But already those grounds have been defiled, draped in shadow, and seeded with evil. Dun dun dun. You must go to those sacred grounds and cleanse them.
Of course, that's what I'm all about. Cleansing and such. We got a little hint that this guy was going to be kind of an owl creature because the statue in the house that we were in, where our little buddies were hiding out, had the owl there on the stone. There we go. He's gone. Not much of a talkative fella compared to Faron, so that worked out all right. There we go. Or at least Ordona, I think, was the one that was really talkative. And are we going to meet our old buds? We're back. Link, it's Colin. I forgot your name last episode. They're so happy. Malo's just like, you're a dummy. Malo looks down on everybody. Ha ha ha. See, Beth, I told you Link would save us. Malo is suspicious. He's like, I don't know about this. I don't really feel it. It was some wolf. All right, we got some new people to meet here. This guy, protecting all of them. You are the one from Ordon, whom these children spoke of. We are well met. I am Renado, shaman of this town. And this is Louis C.K., famous comedian. This is my daughter, Luda, who I thought was a little boy, actually, at first, but it's a girl. All right, that little page girl boy haircut threw me off. Kind of similar to Colin's, but a little longer. The beast took us and left us to die, but Mr. Renado found us. Good on you, buddy. At first, I couldn't believe they had come from so distant a place as the Ordona province. I had to walk over here. I know how distant it is. Yeah, we don't remember much. All of a sudden, everyone was captured, and then, until now, it's been like, a nightmare. Malo. Yeah, it was like a terrible dream, and we couldn't wake up.
Nightmares are everywhere these days, it seems. This village has certainly seen its share of recent hardships.
The dark beasts attacked, but even worse was the sudden and inexplicable change in the mountain-dwelling Goron tribe. They had long been our friends, but suddenly treated us as foes. Even now, they refuse to permit us entry into their minds. That's where the good stuff is. It strains the limits of belief. To think that such a gentle and proud tribe could change so suddenly? It makes me wonder if something in those minds is the cause of this change. Probably. I'll go slice it for you. In any case, you must take these children and flee this village before more nightmares descend. I, of course, cannot leave my village in such a time. There's no telling what may happen to us here. But it is my job to try and coax the Gorons back from their recent change of heart. Or coax. I think that's how you say that word. Coax, I think. No. Sometimes I'll see a word written and I'm like, oh, that's that word. Oops. All right. So that's it. We saved the kids. They're good. Where's my horse? What'd you guys do with my horse? You little jerks. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let's talk to them real quick before we finish up here. Link, trying to go near the mines is very dangerous. I'll be very sad to be separated from Colin and the others, but I know they must go. Please return them safely to their parents. But they don't want to go. It's a slumber party town. What are we looking at here? Is this Talo's cloth or something? I do not know what is in the Goron mines, but surely they will soon come to understand it and right what is wrong. Do not concern yourself with me, my son. You must flee this place as quickly as you can. Oh, is that? Yeah, it was his little head bandage. That was a weird. He just got stuck behind us. I don't want to leave all these people just to save ourselves. Come on, Link. Can't you do something? Isn't there some way to make up with the Gorons? You think someone could go to the mines and do something? Maybe me. Okay, we'll do that next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're gonna head to the Goron Mines. Before we take these kids home, we got some fighting to do, and we'll do that next time on The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this. I'll see you then, and hopefully these kids will know where my horse is. Also, Ilya.